Hello. We're a little early tonight. How is everybody? Wow, 38 people are already waiting. Holy cow. Let's see. Oh, hey, Millie, welcome to the live stream. Jake, hello. Kim, hello. Dummy, hello. Guess what, guys? I found mocha. I actually found some mocha. Woohoo. How is everybody tonight? Lady, hello. More, hello. Andrew, hello. And the chat is already going nuts. Nightwing, hello. Matt, hello. Henry, hello. Condensed, hello. Titanic videos, welcome to the stream. Kelly Alston, hello. YouTube timestamps, that's a nice name. Let's see. Dummy, hello. Herp, is Lamp here tonight? Oh boy. Okay. All right. The chat is already going crazy. So unfortunately, guys, it is time to enable the slow mode so I can keep up with what's going on. So you know what? Let's try to reduce it a little bit just to see how it does. So I'm going to set the slow mode for 45 seconds apiece just to see how the questions go. Millie, tired and sleepy. I hope you're feeling better. Listen, today has been so rainy and so dreary outside. I hate it when it's like that. Let me tell you this. Yesterday, I was so busy. Is my collar good? Yeah, my collar's good. Yeah, yesterday I was so busy because the day after I get home, I'm just running around trying to do whatever, like grocery store, try to get that quick little video up, just errands and stuff like that. I ran out of daylight, so I really wanted to get my backyard mode. So I actually used a high-powered flashlight and positioned it so that the light, so I could actually, I was kind of mowing in the dark. I had my big flashlight lighting up my yard, and I'm walking around with my phone with the light. Oh, there's water there. But yeah, I'm walking around with a light trying to see what I'm doing. Probably not the best idea, but, I wanted to get my lawn done. Let's see. Nightwing. My girlfriend found me a 1/200 Titanic model. That is huge, and that's awesome. Let's see. It's so rainy. A NASCAR race was postponed to tomorrow. Aw, man. Pablo, hello. Hey, Sam. Did you research the only Mexican aboard the Titanic? I have not looked into that yet. Let's see. Derpy, hello. Hi, Sam. I finally sunk my car aboard Titanic and posted a video of it. Oh, yeah. I think I saw you posted that in my Discord yesterday. I didn't watch the video, but I think I did see it pop up for a second. I'll make sure to go back and look at that. Alfie, Sam, it's my birthday. Awesome. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Let's see here. CRS, will you plan to sail on the Queen Mary 2? Yes, I really do want to do that. Do you know if the... Hey, wait, where to go? I completely lost the question. Where'd it go? Donald, $5 for a super chat of the night. Buy a rider with headlights, lol. Yeah, you know what? I should do that. But, I don't usually mow my lawn at night. I was just in a hurry to get it done. And I can't stand it if my lawn's high. And, oh boy. Okay, Olivia, I'll answer your question in a second. But yeah, I don't usually mow my lawn at night, but I meant to mow my lawn before I left for LA, but I didn't get a chance to. So it was already higher than I like. So I'm like, I'm just going to get it done. Thank you so much for the 5, Donald. Thank you. Olivia, too. Has any ship in history done the V break? Oh, has any ship? Okay, I thought you were asking me if Titanic did a V break. To be honest, I'm not sure, and I can't really think of any off the top of my head. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't the hood get blown apart right in the middle, and then both the bow and the stern of the hood kind of went down in a V-break pattern? I feel like it did. If I'm wrong, please let me know, because I remember seeing something that when the hood exploded, one last gun fired off from the hood right before it went down. So the only way, Parker, yes. Okay, so that did happen. I thought I remember seeing that. Yes, it did. Yeah, so the only way a ship can V-break is if the ship has a massive structural failure at the very center of the ship during the initial parts of the sinking. And the bow and the stern sections have to have air in them. It's so funny how Aaron 1912 always ignores that little fact about the Titanic. The only way a bow and stern can raise up out of the water is if there's air in it. It's buoyancy. Common sense. Anyway, but yeah, so there would have to be something like that. Now, as far as any kind of structural failure during a sinking that could cause a V-break, I'm not familiar with it off the top of my head. But any warship that would get blasted apart would do a V-break kind of thing. Sometimes. Depends on the explosion. Okay, here come the super chats, and I got to get caught up here. Okay, here we go. All right, Olivia, thank you for the 2. Thank you. Jessica, 5. Thank you so much. Love your videos. Great job, smiley face. Thank you so much, Jessica. That means a lot. Thank you. And we got another 5 from Chippers. Thank you so much. When you was on the Disney Dream and it had that accident, was you due to continue traveling on it, or was it, wait, when you was on the Disney Dream and it had its accident, was you due to continue traveling on it, or was it end destination if you do not continue on schedule? Okay, I think I understand what you're saying. 1 second, guys. Let me get something to help you in case you're unfamiliar with what he's talking about. So, I think you guys can still hear me. Here is my Disney Dream model. So for those of you who don't know, I sailed on the Disney Dream a few years ago, and when the ship was coming into Nassau, there's a video of it on my channel, the ship turned around and was going to back into the pier, and the ship hit the pier right here on the back and put a huge dent in the back of the ship. And it was pretty crazy. But now I didn't know anything about it at the time because the impact was right here and I was all the way up here. So like I was as far away from the impact as possible. So I didn't feel a thing. Really does go to show how, depending on where people were on the Titanic, if they knew about the iceberg or not. But yeah, the ship wasn't that badly damaged. It just got a pretty big dent, but nothing below the waterline was damaged. So the ship was absolutely fine. So we continued on with our voyage. A friend of mine went on the Disney Dream about a month later, I think, and it was already fixed. But they were working on the damage the next day when we were at our next port. So if you would like to watch that video, it is on my channel of the Disney. Hang on a second. Historic Travels Disney Dream. I'm going to see if I can find my video real quick, and I'll put, yep, here it is. I posted this video a very long time ago, but here is the video of the incident if you guys would like to watch it. And paste. But yeah, it was crazy. So I was on a ship during an incident. Fun fact. All right, now let's get back to the super chats because, of course, they were coming in while I was still talking. All right, here we go. Let's go here. Okay, I'm very sorry if I mispronounced your name. Marify? Okay. Hi, Sam. Stefan from Wales. Awesome. Hello from West Virginia. It's 0:33 here, so 12:33 here, and I am watching you. Huge fan. Thanks so much, man. It's getting late over there. Or is it early? Did you know of any footage or imagery of the Britannic's wreck inside? Only one. There was a dive to the Britannic where they were trying to figure out if some of the Britannic's watertight doors did not shut. And they were trying to access and get further into the wreck than ever before. And they were trying to see if two of the Britannic's watertight doors were open. Now, as the diver was working his way in, you can clearly see the access passageways that he's going through in the boiler room. But you got to remember, the Britannic is laying on its side. So when you go inside the wreck, it's super disorienting because you're looking at everything sideways. You know what I mean? And as he was trying to progress in, there was, I think, wasn't it a wheelbarrow in the boiler room or something? And it fell and it mixed up his breathing mixture, because at those depths, you have to use like a oxygen helium mixture because oxygen alone is toxic at those pressures. So, I mean, he really got into trouble, and you can hear him in the video going, "Mayday, mayday, mayday." And his voice is high pitched because he's breathing in almost pure helium. Listen, he's very lucky he got out of there. They were able to get him out of there, but can you imagine being 400 feet underwater? So you can't just go up to the surface. You have to take time to decompress and acclimate, or you could get the bends. I mean, he was very lucky, but that's the only footage from inside the ship that I'm aware of. I would really like to see the condition of the Britannic's grand staircase. I would really like to see that. But as far as I know, no one's ever documented it. But yeah, that's the only footage of the interior I'm aware of. Great question, man. Great. And thank you for being a fan. Titanic videos, $2. Thank you so much. Santa Maria, Egyptian slave and Greek ship. The Santa Maria. I feel like I've heard of that before. Hang on. The Santa Maria ship. Santa Maria. Here we go. The Santa Maria. La Gala was a large of 3 Spanish ships used by... Oh, yeah. The Marina. What am I thinking? Marina Pinta Santa Maria. Of course I know that. Oh, okay. I get it. I thought you were telling me the Santa Maria was an Egyptian slave ship, so that's what threw me off. Yeah, I definitely want to cover those ships. Let me see if I remember. In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. But yes, I will definitely get to those, and thank you so much for the $2, Titanic videos. You threw me off with how you did that. Santa Maria, Egyptian slave ship. I see the comment now, but I didn't see that at first. Thank you, Titanic videos. Kyle Booster 5, thank you so much. Hey, Sam, long time no see. Welcome back, Kyle. Did you know Disney World is celebrating their 50th anniversary? Have you ever been on a Disney cruise? If so, where at? Yes, I did. My old friend / boss is at Disney right now, and he was talking about the 50th. I have been on Disney cruises, several. We used to go on them every couple of years when I was a kid, like with my family. And Disney Cruise Line is still my favorite cruise line. I've been on, but to be fair, I haven't done all the others yet. I've been on Disney and I've been on Carnival, and Carnival was a lot of fun too. But I've been to the Caribbean. I've done Western. I've done Eastern. So like St. Thomas, Tortuga, Cozumel, Mexico, places like that. But usually we go to the Bahamas on the Disney ships, like Castaway Cay and Nassau. Castaway Cay is awesome. But yeah, they're a lot of fun, and I highly encourage you to go and check them out. They really are a lot of fun. It's definitely an experience. And in my opinion, I think the Disney ships still have that classic ocean liner look, that's why I like them. I think they still look like classic ships. Okay, let's get back to the, I lost the super chats. There we go. Okay, I see that one. Okay, we're caught up. The cutting room floor 5. Thank you so much. Video idea. History of the largest ships in the world over time. Love the Mauritania model. So similar to Lusitania. More than I thought they were. Yeah, I know. It's seriously, it's hard for me to tell these two ships apart. If I hadn't have made a mental image of both of these ships, I would be confused. I'd be like, which ship is the Lusitania? Which one's the Mauritania? But now I know the differences. So, but yeah, listen, if I didn't know what I was looking at first, it would be very easy to get confused. But that is a great idea. Go over the history of the largest shipwrecks in the world. The largest ships in the world. Very interesting. Cutting room floor. That is a great idea. I'm putting that on the list right now. Let's see. Video ideas. Biggest ships in the world over time. Got it, cutting room floor. Thank you so much. And thank you for the kind words about the Mauritania model. Caleb Moore 5, thank you so much. Hey Sam, have you heard of one of the only sister ships of the Bismarck, the triplets, or triplets? No, I haven't, but I'll definitely look into it. Thank you so much, Caleb. I'll put that on the list right now. For some reason, I'm thinking of Tweety Bird right now. Anyway. Also, Jaden Animations. Whenever I think of something with birds, I think of her. Jordan McGregor, 17. Thank you so much. Hi, I'm from New Zealand. Awesome. I definitely have to visit New Zealand. I really want to go see the Shire, like all the filming locations of Lord of the Rings. I'm a pretty big Lord of the Rings fan, just saying. Really enjoying your videos. Always find them very informative. Thank you so much, Jordan. And thank you so much for being a fan. What time is it over there in New Zealand anyway? Because you're on the other side of the planet. But thank you, Jordan, for the kind words, and thank you for the super chat. I've got another friend named Jordan who lives in Sydney. Garth 5, thank you so much. Have you heard of the SS Wakado? Went missing for 4 months and then finally made it to port. Seriously? It disappeared for 4 months and then just showed up? Hang on. Let's see here. I'm going to put this on the list real quick. SS Wakado. Okay, and now I am going to Google this little thing called the Google, because the Google is how I figure things out or find things. Let's see here. Paste. The SS Wakado. Hey, impossible to reach land. Here it is. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. Oh, hang on. It looks like it's the SS Wakado was adrift. Okay, there's all kinds of crazy stuff on here. I can't find any direct articles. It doesn't even seem like it's on Wikipedia. I'm trying to find this ship right now, and I can't. Hang on, Wiki. Let's see if that does it. No. HMNZS Wakado? Is that what you're talking about? Wikipedia? That brought up something. New Zealand history. No, I don't think that's it. Huh. I'll have to look into that a little bit. I'll take a look. I'll do some more research into that, Garth, but I'm not finding anything with a quick search. If you want, join my Discord and send me more information about it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Titanic videos, too. Thank you so much. You've been on the USS Alabama. Toured last year. Great. I have not, and I'm not familiar with the USS Alabama. Where is it at? Where is the USS Alabama laid up? USS Alabama. USS Alabama is a retired ship, final member of the South Dakota class of battleships, but it doesn't say here where it is. I'm assuming it's in Alabama. Anyway, I'll look into it more later. Thanks so much, man. Thank you. Here we go. Okay, Benjamin, $2. Wait, okay, we're good. Benjamin, $2. Thank you so much. When was the Lusitania painted with black funnels? I'm not an expert on those classes of ships, so I can't answer that specifically. But on quick recollection, I believe it was done because of World War I, and they wanted to try to protect the ship a little bit. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's when it was. And I can also check it real quick. When was the Lusitania Funnels painted black. There we go. Lusitania's funnels painted black. I can't find it off the top of my head, or I can't find it on a quick Google search. But yeah, I believe it was done for World War I. But as far as exactly when it happened, I'm not 100% certain. If anybody knows in the super chat, please post that and answer Benjamin's question. Great question, by the way. Sarah, thank you so much. Sarah. Okay, that's what. All right, Sarah. That's what I thought you were trying to say. How much longer would it have taken for the Titanic to sink if the gangway doors were closed? Also, completely random, but rogue waves are stupid scary. Yes, they are. I don't believe they ever get quite as big as what we see in Poseidon. Actually, no, I think there was one that big. During the Krakatoa eruption in the late 1800s, there was a massive tsunami that was big enough. There was, what was that lighthouse? There was a massive volcanic eruption. It was Krakatoa, I believe, in Indonesia in the late 1800s. And when it went off, it's like the entire island exploded and sent this massive tsunami. And the tsunami was so big that it literally swallowed up a lighthouse completely. And this huge piece of coral like ripped up off the seafloor and slammed into the lighthouse and sent it spiraling into inland. And there was a man inside that lighthouse, and I believe he survived. Can you believe that? But yeah, those rogue waves are crazy scary. I don't think they just happen like I don't think they're quite as big as what we see in Poseidon without a big event to trigger it. The rogue waves can be very severe and very large because the that is Mauritania. I'm getting Mauritania and Lusitania mixed up. But the Lusitania encountered a very big rogue wave, and it damaged the ship a bit. And I believe the rogue wave hit the Lusitania dead on. But now to get back to your main question about the the gangway door and everything, it definitely would have delayed the sinking. For those of you who don't know, the D-deck gangway door on the Titanic's port side was opened a good chunk of the way through the sinking. And the Titanic had a tendency to want to flood on the port side more than starboard. So the Titanic would end up developing a port list eventually during the sinking. However, the D-deck gangway door did accelerate that. So to answer your main question, it definitely wouldn't. It would have bought the Titanic more time if that door hadn't been opened. But at the same time, I'd say probably, I can't say for certain, but I'd say between a half hour to an hour, because once the water really started to flood Scotland Road, a corridor on the port side of the Titanic that went most of the length of the ship, the Titanic would sink pretty quickly. But all I'm saying is the D-deck gangway door did accelerate it. So my best guess, 30 minutes to an hour. That's the best answer I can give you without doing computer simulations and stuff. Let's see here. Caleb, 10. Oh, and thank you so much, Sarah, for the 5. Caleb, 10. Thank you so much. Have you heard of the Battle of Castle Litter? The last official battle of World War II in the European theater where the U.S. and German forces fought side by side against the SS. No, I have not. Seriously? Did that really happen? Holy cow. The Battle of Castle, hang on, let me see here. Battle of Castle against the SS. That's crazy. Oh, here we go. It pulled right up. Battleships was fought in Austrian Tyrol Village, May 5th, 1945. It was the last days of the European theater of World War II. I am not familiar with this, but I will definitely look it up. I can't imagine a situation where America and the Germans were teaming up to fight Nazis. That's pretty crazy. All right, that's awesome. I'm going to post that into my video ideas, and I will take a look at that, Caleb, when I get more time. Thank you for telling me. I never knew about that. Very, very crazy. Thank you for the 10, Caleb. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everything Julian, 5. Thank you so much. Hey, Sam, can you do a video on the 1906 San Francisco earthquake? Interesting. Doing a video on the 1906 San Francisco earthquake. There's that video from A Ride Down Market Street that does that. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's a video. I guess the guy was on a camera and he mounted it to the front of a trolley. So he's riding this trolley through Market Street in San Francisco. And it's an old style camera, like one where you crank the wheel and everything. And you go right down Market Street and you can see the city. And honestly, it's an incredible way to see San Francisco 100 years ago. Shoot, more than 100 years ago. And then just days after that film was made, the San Francisco earthquake happened. I mean, can you just, I can't believe it survived. But yeah, definitely. That's a great idea. The 1906 San Francisco earthquake. Thank you so much, Everything Julian. That'll be a non-maritime topic, but it's in the same, it's in the time period that I always cover. So that would be an awesome thing to do. San Francisco earthquake. There we go. Got it. Thank you so much, everything, Julian. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Lucas, hello from Sweden. Hello from West Virginia. Donald, 5, thank you so much. Do you think the Texas battleship is going to sink? I don't know anything about it. The Texas battleship, I'm assuming it's a museum ship. Texas battleship. Battleships are not my area of expertise. The USS Texas is a museum ship, former United States Navy New York class battleship, launched on May 18th, 19... Seriously? No, wait. Holy cow, this ship was launched not long after Titanic. Commissioned on 12th, 1914. So I'm guessing it's in bad shape right now. It reopened to the public. Battleship is currently closed for major repair project. So I'm guessing there's something pretty severe going on with the ship. It makes me think that the Texas might be in the same condition as the Queen Mary. I don't know anything about it. I need to research it a little bit. But hey, thank you so much, Donald. I will look into that. Thank you. And I hope that, they need to set up a fund just for preserving old ships. I mean, I know that's easier said than done, especially with all the problems the world is facing right now. There's more important things for the government to spend money on than preserving old ships. But still, the historian in me, I really wish these old ships would get the treatment they deserve, like the SS United States, the RMS Queen Mary, the Battleship Texas. I mean, I really wish that they could really save these ships. I really do. Titanic videos too. Thank you so much. It's in Mobile, Alabama. Okay. What is your Discord name? It's in my community page. Thank you so much, Titanic videos, for the 2, but it's in my community page. Just go there, click it, and you'll find it. You will find it. Okay, let's get on here. Wait, okay, I got to catch up here. Wow, so many super chats. Okay, here we go. I hear somebody walking around. Okay, Andre, 2, thank you so much. Can you do a video about the Lusitania sinking in... I'm not familiar with that. I am not familiar with that at all. Man, you guys are telling me about so many shipwrecks that I do not know about. I will go ahead and add that to the list, Andre. Thank you so much for the super chat. Boom, got it. I will look into that a little bit later. I'm going to try to get a little bit caught up, but I haven't heard of it, but I will definitely research it. Thank you so much for the 2, man. I will look into that. Okay, I just got to try to catch up a little bit on the super chat, man. That's why I'm not diving so much into it, but I'm getting behind. But I will get to it. Thank you so much. JSA, $5. Thank you so much. Are you familiar with any Titanic podcast? Just saw Queen Mary this past Thursday on a layover. That's awesome. I almost saw the Queen Mary when I was flying home. We flew over Long Beach, but I didn't see it. As far as Titanic podcasts, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but the best ones that I like, direct ones anyway. But I'll tell you this. If you want to listen to information about the podcast, I encourage you to look up Tom Linsky's Part-Time Explorer channel, or go to Titanic Honor and Glory and find the live stream videos that they did all over the past few years. So like they have a 103rd anniversary, 105th anniversary. No, wait, I think it started 105. They have a 105-year anniversary, 107-year anniversary. Like they do these live streams. And they're basically 2, 3, 4-hour live streams where they talk about the history of the Titanic. And I listened to those all the time when I worked on the Copper Mine. So as far as direct podcasts, I'm not sure. But if you want the best information, that's what I would encourage you to go do. Just look up those videos and you will be in great shape. Thank you for the 5, JSA. Olivia, 2. Is it true the Titanic's pool is still working? Did you guys know the pool on the Titanic is still full of water? Can you believe it? I can't believe it. The pool on the Titanic is still full of water after 109 years on the seafloor. So yes, the pool of the Titanic still does have water in it. Kyle, thank you for the 2, Olivia. Kyle, 10, thank you so much. Sam, will you do a video on the stock market crash of 29? Also for the $1 million question. If you had to choose between the Queen Mary and the Disney cruises, which one is your most favorite? Well, see, you can't really ask me that. You can't really say which is better, the Queen Mary or a Disney cruise, because they're both completely different things. Now, if you want to say, like, I love visiting the Queen Mary because it's the only true Golden Age liner that is still more or less in the condition of how she was in the old days, more or less. Because, where else can you go in the world to see a true Golden Age ocean liner? And, I mean, we do have the SS United States, but it's a shell of its former self. I'm glad it's still around, but it's not really the vessel anymore. It's still there, but none of the interiors are there. But now when you're talking about cruises, that's a whole other thing. So I can't go on the Queen Mary and go sailing. You know, if I want to take a ship and sail across the ocean and stuff like that, then a cruise ship is the way to do it. And the Disney ship, you know, the Disney cruise ships, one thing that I really like about them is they do have that traditional ocean liner look. And, you know, it's fun. You know, it's fun. And I am a Disney fan. But now they don't beat you over the head with Disney stuff. I mean, there's other things to do there as well. So that's what I have to say. I think they're both completely different. But Disney cruises are a lot of fun. Castaway Cay is amazing. Great. Thank you for the super chat, Kyle. Thank you. Thank you. Jordan, 34. Thank you so much. It is currently 1 p.m. here. Oh, Australia, right. An interesting video idea would be the bombing of the Rainbow Warrior in New Zealand. It was initial bombing code named for Operation Sanquik by French intelligence services in 1985. Okay, I don't know anything about that. The video idea would be the bombing of the Rainbow Warrior in New Zealand. So I need to look into this. Bombing of the Rainbow Warrior in New Zealand. Copy and paste that over. I'm going to take a quick look at this, see what this is real quick. Bombing of the Rainbow Warrior in New Zealand. The Rainbow Warrior, codenamed Operation Sanquik, was a bombing operation by British French Foreign Intelligence Services carried out on the 10th of July, 1985. Okay, I don't know anything about this, but I will add this to the list, Jordan. Thank you so much. Very cool. And you guys are, seriously, you guys think that I teach you guys a lot with my videos? You guys teach me just as much during these live streams. Holy cow. Jordan, thank you so much. I'm not certain what that whole thing is. I'm not an expert on that type of history. Rainbow Warrior, 1985, French Secret Service agent planted 2 bombs and sank the ship Rainbow Warrior. Huh. But why? Why was it? Was there some kind of conflict there? I don't know anything about that time period. I will definitely look into it, though. Thank you so much, Jordan. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it, man. Lewis, 5, thank you so much. Ever visit the Mackinac? I'm going right now from New York to Michigan. Made it in the 40s and 50s. Love your content. Ever visit the Mackinac? Is that icebreaker? Is that icebreaker? Hang on. The Mackinac icebreaker. Yes, it is. I have been on board it. Wait, Icebreaker Mackinac Maritime Museum. So wait, the ship was called the Icebreaker Mackinac. So the ship was called Mackinac, right? I think it was the women of Mackinac who built and served. It looks like the United States Coast Guard Icebreaker Mackinac. Yes, I have been on board that ship. I think I have anyway. There's a museum ship in Mackinac City. If that's the same ship, I have been on board her. And that is so cool. Mackinac Island is one of my favorite places in the world to visit. I love going there. I mean, the fudge is amazing, and it's really like going back in time. So for those of you who don't live around here, like in the States and all that, maybe even on the West Coast, you've never heard of it, but there's an island in the Great Lakes called Mackinac Island, and no cars allowed, horse-drawn wagons and bicycles only. And the island's very small, like 8 miles around and 3 miles across. It is truly like going back in time. It is one of the most beautiful islands, and I love going there, just riding my bike around. And there's one town on one corner of the island, and the rest of it's forest. It's just beautiful. If you love the mountain bike, you'd love it, or horseback riding. And I know I got off topic there, but yes, I have been on the Mackinac, and I think I have. And it's so cool. Mackinac Island is just beautiful. Look who's here. Look who's back. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Lamp is back, guys. Lamp is back. Don't do it, Lamp. Don't do it. Ah! Hang on. Wait. Okay, Lamp, you killed the power. Lamp, you killed the power. How could you? But look, No! The battery's dead. The battery on my light is dead. Oh, no. Okay, did it work? Wait. Is it working? No, it's not working. Wait, it works if I do this. Wait. So that means the batteries are messed up or something. Wait, got it. Yes, we're good. Ha ha, Lamp, you failed to kill the power. Ha ha ha. Welcome back, Lamp. I'm glad you're here, man. There we go. Of course, now it works. Wait. Yeah, look. Now it's working. Of course, when I don't need it to work, it doesn't work. All right, there we go. Welcome back, Lamp. I'm glad you're in the stream, man. That was fun. Lamp wins, LOL. All right, I see all that going on. Wait, wow. Hang on. Okay. House tour, please. I'll get to that. Let's get caught up on these super chats first because I am way behind. Holy cow, I am so behind. Okay, there we go. Adam, 20. Thank you so much, man. Picked up 2 U.S. International Naval ship books, one pub, 1909, one 1905. Could scan or send pics, but loads of info on ships never heard of or know the fate of. Tons of pics of ships and crew along with the description. Please do that, Adam. Please do that. Anything you guys can send me that relates to these old ships, like real documents, please send them to me. The best way to contact me, and I know I don't always respond when you guys do, any kind of documents or something you can scan and send to me, you can send it to my business email. It's on my Historic Travels, like my contact, my business page on my YouTube channel. You can send it to that. I will most likely see it if you do that, or you could also send it to me on Discord. Although the best time for me to see something on Discord is if I'm active in the chat. So you just have to pay attention and see if you see me talking. That's the best way to get my attention. But please, Adam, please scan those and send them to me. I would love to see that. And thank you so much for the 20, man. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Millie, I would like to see a video comparison of the Mauritania and Lusitania models. Okay, I will definitely do something like that. Jack 5, thank you so much. Hey, Sam, have you ever heard of the MV Libra? It is the last surviving ship of the Kaiser fleet built in 1913 and is still in service today. Maybe. Hang on. Let me do a quick, let me check this ship real quick. Let me get a picture of it real quick. I really got to get caught up on these super chats. Let's see. The Libra. There we go. The Libra. The Libra, formerly Graf von, is a passenger cargo ferry that runs along the eastern coast of Lake Tanganyika. The Marine. I have never heard of this ship, but hey, thank you so much for telling me about that, Jack. I will definitely research this a little bit. That's so cool that a traditional ship is still sailing. I love it when I see that these old ships are still sailing, like the, I believe it's the Shield Hall in Southampton. Thanks, Jack. Kasi 5, thank you so much. Hey, Sam, I'm glad to finally join the Discord server and enjoyed it so far, but I won't forget. Oh, gosh. That I will not forget that that's what she said, Rose. Nice, Kasi. I love those jokes are funny, like from The Office. I love The Office. Oh, good old Michael Scott. Thanks so much, Kasi. I appreciate it, man. Classic 2, thank you so much. No question, though. Let's see. Ermpy 5, thank you so much. Hi, Sam. Have you seen the Lego Titanic set leak? Yes, I have. For those of you who haven't seen it, there is a Lego Titanic coming out, and it looks like it's going to be bigger than the Lego Star Destroyer. So you better believe I'm going to try to get one of those and review it. Listen, that looks insanely cool. I really hope it comes out, and I hope everything is true about it. But yes, I have seen that. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for the 5, Embry. Joseph 5, thank you so much. From Joe, what are 5 ships you wish were saved and preserved? Okay, so if we talk about this, and we're not going to talk about the situation around what happened to the ships, but if you want my opinion on 5 ships that I wish would be preserved, but again, I understand why these ships weren't. So off the top of my head, 3 ships that I can think of: the Olympic. Hang on, let's do it like that. No, that's not good. Let's see. So first 3 ships, and yes, I have water there. So the first 3 ships: Olympic, Lusitania, and Mauritania. But if you want to, I mean, Lusitania and Mauritania are so similar, so probably just the Mauritania since it didn't sink. And then as far as other ships, I would like to see the Queen Mary and the Queen Elizabeth preserved. But the Queen Mary is still kind of preserved. It's just they're not taking care of her. So scratch the Queen Mary because it's still here. I don't know. The Mary Celeste, maybe. The Mary Celeste would have been cool to save. Although, didn't it sink? Didn't it catch fire or something? I feel like something happened to Mary Celeste. I just haven't researched that yet. I'd have to think about it a little bit more, you know? It depends on the situation around the ship, you know? But yeah, so I can think of a few off the top of my head, but I'd have to give it more thought and like really analyze it. But hey, great question, Joseph. Thank you for the 5, man. I really appreciate it. All right, Caleb 10, thank you so much. Have you heard of the USS Wisconsin, designated BB-64? It had quite a temper problem in the Korean War when it released all guns on an artillery piece that fired 1 round at the ship. I have not heard of that. The USS Wisconsin. I definitely have to start covering these warships. Let's see here. The USS Wisconsin. USS Wisconsin, Iowa-class, 2nd battleship of the Navy. So looks like it's preserved too. USS Wisconsin. Yeah, here it is. Let's see, fate. Let me find the fate of it. Does it say? No, it doesn't say what happened to it, but it looks like it's still around. Here's a picture of it. So no, I haven't heard of that, Caleb, but I definitely will research that a little bit. Another one for the list, Caleb. Caleb, you give me so many video ideas, man. I seriously, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, Caleb. Olivia, but I will look into that more, Caleb. I wish I had more time to really analyze all this stuff more, but hey, thank you, man. Olivia 5, thank you so much. Is it true engineers could climb up the fourth funnel? I know it was a dummy funnel. Yes, they could. Inside the Titanic's fourth funnel. Now, just to clarify a little bit, the fourth funnel wasn't completely fake. It was used for ventilation and like steam from like the galley and stuff like that. It just didn't run the boiler rooms. But yes, there was a bunch of ladders and service ducts inside it. And most passengers didn't know the fourth funnel on Titanic was fake. And there is a story. I can't remember where I read it from, but there was a man who climbed up all the way to the top of the fourth funnel. And then he started peeking out over the side. And I believe he was one of the boiler men or something like that, one of the stokers maybe, because he was covered in all this like soot and coal dust and everything. And anyway, when he peeked over the side, there was a passenger on the Titanic who looked up and saw him. And because she didn't know that this fourth funnel was fake, she thought that there was a demon or something in the fourth funnel, like in the fire, looking down at the people on the ship. That's a story I heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's the first thing that comes to mind whenever I hear something like that. So, but yes, it is true that they could climb up in it and all that kind of stuff. And I lost the chat. Where did it go? No. Where did it go? Hang on. Okay, we gotta find it. There we go. All right. Thank you so much, Olivia. Thank you for the 5. Lowell, you're funny. Lamp wins. Lamp works for the power company. I'm at that point now in the chat as I'm actually at the parts where I was messing with the lights earlier. Jesse Gillette is here. Oh, hi, Jesse. I didn't know you were here. Welcome to the live stream, man. We need to do another collab soon. Brick Ships 5, thank you so much. I made a video on how to prove Aaron 1912's V-break theory. I might send it to you on Discord. It's funny how easy you can prove it wrong. Wait, I made a video on how to prove Aaron 1912 V-break theory. So wait, you made a video to prove how... You made a video proving that it happened or that it didn't happen. I'm going to assume you said that it didn't happen. I made a video on how to prove Aaron 1912 V-break theory. I might send it to you on Discord. It's funny how easy you can prove it wrong. Oh, there is no truth to the V-break theory. There is no truth to that at all. And it's just, I cannot believe that guy is so well known, that so many people know about that, that so many people... The only way that I can think of that, because there's a lot of ridiculous theories out there, but the whole V-break theory, it didn't even get the same kind of press attention as the coal fire or the whole switch theory. Like, those conspiracy theories are ridiculous, but they got mainstream attention. So I get why they're well known. But the V-break theory, as far as I know, it's just this Aaron guy that's even making a big deal about it. And maybe he's just trolling so much that it made a bigger deal than it is, but... All right, yeah, definitely. Brick Ship definitely sent me the video on that, man. The V-break theory is just... I can't believe it gets the attention it gets. That's all I'm saying. Gina, 2, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the sticker. Oh, I really like that little figure. So it's like a video game dude with a smiley. That's cool. I've never seen that before. Super cool. Kyle 5, thank you so much. Funny fact, if they have to dismantle the Queen Mary in the future someday, they could use the ship's material to make more land. If you are telling me that they should disassemble the Queen Mary and turn it into lamps, I know what you're referencing. You're referencing the whole light situation and everything earlier. But no, they cannot turn the Queen Mary into lamps. Oh, gosh. Very funny, Kyle. Very funny. Very, very funny. I really do hope they save the Queen Mary. I mean, they got to save her. She's the last one left, Let's see here. Classic 1, thank you so much. No message, though. But thank you so much, Classic. Are we all caught up on the super chats? I think we are. Oh, one more from Caleb. 10. Thank you so much, man. I am merely a student of history. I will give suggestions on things I know that I believe that others should know more as well. I have many more suggestions. Thank you so much, Caleb. And seriously, man, thank you so much for all the video ideas. Thank you for the super chats. Just all the support from all of you are the reasons why I can do this. Just from you guys helping support my channel to the video ideas. I mean, just being here and making this community as active as it is, everybody in the Discord, everybody in the live stream. It's because of all of you that I'm able to do this as a job. And, I mean, honestly, guys, I say thank you all the time, but words can't express how much thanks I feel. You know what I mean? Oh, and since you mentioned the Queen Mary, there we go. I bought this when I was on board. It was a little container that held chocolates, and the chocolates are long gone, but the container was so nice. I couldn't throw it away. I thought this was just the coolest little tin. It's a little warped now, but this is it. Doesn't smell like chocolate anymore, but still. Yeah, I just thought this was super cool. I had to save this. I had to save it. I had to save it. There we go. Oh, yeah, and one of the best books ever made. I love this book. Okay, I have a bunch of random stuff on my desk. Okay, thank you, Caleb. You're awesome, man. Cringy5, thank you so much. Good afternoon, Sam. Good evening here on the East Coast. I have come to inform you that the V-break theory is correct. The Titanic was hit by a solar flare. Sam, help. Aaron 1912 has hacked my phone. I can believe it, man. I can believe it. The V-break theory is just fun to poke fun of. Something else? Was it Philip or was it Jordan? Somebody from Titanic Animations. I think it was Titanic Animations, but they were telling me that he's also saying that the Titanic lost a propeller blade, and his proof is one of the Titanic's propellers is buried under, like, in the seafloor, so you can't see one of the blades. And he goes, look at this propeller. There's only 2 blades showing. That's proof that the blade fell off. I'm like, no. The stern slammed into the seafloor and pushed the blade under the sand or underneath the seafloor. That's why you can't see. He's like, no, it fell off. I'm like, you can't argue with people like that. You just can't. You just can't. So, gosh. Thank you so much, Crincy. Thank you for the 5. And I hope I hope you get your account back from Aaron 1912. Use double factor authentication. Britannic enthusiast 5. Thank you so much. Hey, Sam, did you hear? Wow, what's up with that? Okay, we're good. Hey, Sam, did you hear about the? Wow, my contacts are messing up. Hey, Sam, did you hear about the dive team inside the Britannic wreck right now? They have been there for about 2 weeks and even been in the engine room. I did hear something that there was a dive currently in progress. But I didn't know that they were like inside the ship and stuff. That's actually insanely cool. I hope they get some cool pictures. Awesome, Britannic. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I can't wait to see this. Catch up. There we go. Jack, $2. Have you heard about vertical shipwrecks? Vertical shipwrecks. Nope, I've never heard of those. Is that a thing? Thank you so much, Jack. Thank you for the 2. Classic 2, thank you so much. Hi, Sam. My question, I think you were trolling me. There. Classic. Hi, Sam. My question is long. Oh, okay. Moving on. Laura 5, thank you so much. Thank you, Laura. Thank you for the 5. JSA 1, thank you so much. No questions though. Okay, there we go. Ryan 10, thank you so much. We should just anger Sam by scrapping every ocean liner and making lamps, then mailing them to his house and V-breaking Titanic postage crates the size of a building. Whoo! Very, very funny. If you took the material and everything from an old ocean liner and tried to break it down and turn it into lamps and stuff, you would spend a lot of money on that endeavor. So if you actually did get some material from an old ocean liner and turn it into a lamp, I would be questioning how much money you have and why you would spend all of that for a joke. But I'd be like, okay, they actually did it. I applaud your efforts. I'd be upset that you scrapped a historic ocean liner or took materials from it, but at the same time, you spent the money to get some of the material. You warped it into a lamp, and then you mailed it to me. So that would be a very expensive endeavor. But actually, what you could do? You could pay money to the company, and then they could use materials to. I'm giving this way too much thought. I'm gonna move on. I'm giving this way too much thought. Thank you for the 10, Ryan. I appreciate you, man. Tree, where did you get your Titanic models from? I'm sorry for caps, but I want to know where I can get one. I love the videos. Check my video, man. I posted a link to the Titanic Honor and Glory store, Treehouse Frog. They're all there, man. They are all there. They are. You can buy them for just don't forget. It's a very long shipping time. Okay, Olivia 5. Thank you so much. If a blade fell off of the Titanic, would it damage the ship in any way? Depends on how it fell off, and the only way that I could see. Well, my model is missing a propeller, but the only way that I could see that one of these blades damaging the ship at all is if the blade came off at just the right time, and then, well, hang on. Let me get a model that's not missing the... Oh, no! My Olympic lost another propeller blade! Oh, my gosh. Hi, Olympic. One of the propellers is off, or two of the propellers is off. I don't know if you can see it in the live stream, but two of the propeller blades are gone. But yeah, the only way that I could think of one of these propeller blades damaging the ship is if, like, let's take the center one, for example, because that'd be the easiest, is if one of the blades fell off at just the right time and then it flung up, and then maybe it could damage some of the housing around the rudder. The only damage that I could think of is that maybe it could damage the mechanism that allows the rudder to turn, but that'd be very unlikely. So honestly, I don't think it would damage the ship that much. Not likely anyway. Thank you for the 5, Olivia. Kyle 5, thank you so much. Why call it a V break? Can't we use any of the other 25 other letters in the alphabet? Just kidding, lol. Yeah, very funny. Let's call it a let's just call it a Z break. How about that? Thank you so much, Kyle. You know what? We should do that. Every time Aaron 1912 mentions a V break, we should call it you mean a Z break? Let's see. Are we all caught up? I think. Oh, we're getting there. We are getting there. We are actually getting caught up. Holy cow. Okay, here. Titanic videos. Can you cover the SS Warta? Didn't you mention that one earlier? Titanic videos. Didn't you comment on that one earlier? Let's do a quick Google. The USS Warta. No, you did not. It sounds like one, though. SS Warta was a passenger cargo steamship built in 1908 for Blue Anchor Line to operate between Europe and Australia in July 1909, only on her second voyage. I'm not familiar with this, but I will definitely look into it, and I will definitely put this one on the list. Thank you so much, Titanic videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Copy, paste, boom, bada, boom. Gotcha. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Thank you so much. Are we getting caught up? JSA 5, thank you so much. You should look into the Aussie story of the sailing ship, the Lockard. The Aussie story, the Lockard. Let me see here. Thank you for the 5, JSA. Let's take a look at this. Is it the Lockard? The Lockard was a clipper which was wrecked in Bight between Moonlight Head and Port Campbell, just off the shipwreck coast of Victoria, Australia in 1878. The name was... I need to research these Australia shipwrecks. Holy cow. I do not know anything about that, like that whole era. That is insanely cool. All right. I found some pictures of it too. I'm definitely going to look into that more, JSA. Another one for the list. Copy and paste. You know what I'm going to do, guys? I am going to make a t-shirt that says it's on the list because I have to come up with something like that because that is my catchphrase. Oh my gosh, you guys are funny. Tama just said, Sam, I have a question. What if lamps sunk the Titanic? Okay, if lamps sunk the Titanic, there'd have to be a massive electrical surge that would. I'm giving this way too much thought. So if a lamp was to sink the Titanic, every light in the ship would have to have like a massive power surge from the ship's engines and cause the lamps to explode. But then the breakers would have to break. But anyway, so the lamps would heat up so much that it would cause the wires in the ship to catch fire. The fire would spread throughout the ship, cause a boiler explosion, and the ship would sink. There we go. That's me thinking in 2 seconds without going into much thought. There we go. There we go. High Treason 5. Thank you so much. Hey, Sam, are you planning a video on the MV Derbyshire? It is the largest British ship ever lost at sea, and it vanished in a typhoon with all hands. I believe somebody has asked me about that ship before. Hang on a second. Copy and paste. Boom. Let's see. MV Derbyshire. No one has mentioned this one. A lot of these ships sound alike. It was an oil bulk oil combination carrier built in 1976. It is the last in this series of bridge-class ships. She was registered at Liverpool and owned by Bibby Line. It was lost on the 9th of September 1980 during a typhoon in the south of Japan. I don't know anything about this, but this ship reminds me of the Edmund Fitzgerald a bit. Okay, I'm definitely going to look into this. Lost in a Storm. It's a cargo ship. Sounds just like good old Fitz. All right, I'm going to look into this a little bit more. Thank you so much, High Treason. Thank you for the 5, man. Thank you for being a fan. You guys are awesome. Boop, bada, boom. Okay, did I just go boop, bada, boom? Where does this stuff come into my head? Okay, Caleb 5, thank you so much. Did you know that in World War II, the Polish soldiers in the British Army adopted a bear and made it a soldier? It is commonly known as the soldier bear. No. Wait, what? Okay, hang on. World War II, Polish soldier. Oh, here it is. Here it is. It came right up when I typed it in. You aren't kidding. Siberian brown bear was bought as a young cub at a railway station in Iran by Polish corps soldiers who had been evacuated from the Soviet Union. hang on. Here it is. Watch it bear. Cub. He accompanied the bulk of the corps to Italy, serving the 22nd Artillery Supply Division, the Battle of Monaco, Italy. Huh. There's actually a picture here. Holy crap. I'm going to post this picture to you guys. I'm going to post this picture in the link. That is so cool. Thank you so much, Caleb. You are a natural historian, man. You really know your stuff. I'm going to look more into that. Thank you so much, Caleb. That's awesome. Thank you for the 5, man. Uncover the news. 5. Thank you so much. Can you do a video? There it is. Can you do a video on why some Titanic passengers thought it sank in one piece, and if the White Star would have been concerned of stories if it broke in two? Yeah, that's actually a good idea. And I've talked about doing that before. But if you really go in and look at the evidence, I believe Ken Layton, one of the authors of On a Sea of Glass, talked about it. Most people who testified about the Titanic sinking said it broke. They said it broke. But there were a couple of key witnesses that it seems like the inquiry went with, who said it didn't break, and that's who they kind of sided with. And I also think that there was a little bit of PR to do with that as well, because to signify or to say that a ship broke in two brings into question the strength of the ship. So I'm sure that was also a factor. But you see, there were two people in particular that I know of who said that the Titanic did not break in two and sunk intact: Murdoch and Gracie. But you have to remember, I don't believe that they were lying for the White Star Line. It just has to do with where they were during the Titanic's final moments. Lightoller was fighting for his life by collapsible B near the very front of the ship, And at the time of the break, he was, fighting that current, because when Lightoller tried to leave the ship and start swimming away, he said that there was this huge suction that pulled him and actually pinned him to the Titanic's deck. So pretend my hand's the water line. The bow is going down, and the water current is holding Murdoch to that. And then there was an explosion inside the ship, and this rush of hot air came up the vent and pushed him free. That happened twice to him. And then the other key witness who said it didn't break was Gracie. And again, he was fighting for his life underwater because he was standing really close to the Grand Staircase dome. And he said that there was this huge suction that tried to pull him down. And that was either the hole created in the Titanic's deck when the first funnel fell, or I think it was the Grand Staircase dome imploding, because I think he was closer to the dome than he was the first funnel. But that's just my theory. So both of these people weren't in a position to see what the stern was doing. They couldn't see. But most people said it broke. So that's just it. I think that it had to do with a little bit of PR stuff as well. And you also have to think about the expansion joint, because White Star Line did change the expansion joint from Titanic to Britannic. So it's possible they thought that had something to do with it. I don't really think it did, but But yeah, that would definitely be a good thing to do for a video uncover. Thank you so much for that awesome video idea. Let's see. I believe that someone's mentioned that before. Talk about why people thought the Titanic sunk in one piece. There we go. Got it. Thank you so much, Uncover. That's a great question, man. And of course, I get off on a tangent, and then I don't see the other super chats for a bit, and then I get behind again. Okay. Okay, there we go. It's the Epic Dog. Welcome back to the live stream. Hi, Sam. I think it would be a good idea for all of your fans to send you a lamp without the bulbs. Okay, 5. Thank you so much. I am going to open up a P.O. box soon. So if you guys want to send me a lamp when I open up the P.O. box, I'm going to laugh my head off. So that would be absolutely hilarious. I have some, I've never showed you guys this before, but my lamps up on my ceiling here. Let's do this. Yeah, they're old school. They have an old school look to them. Those are my dining room table lamps. So super cool. That would be absolutely hilarious. Welcome to the lamp stream. Okay. Kyle 10, thank you so much. Do you believe the Queen Mary is haunted? They say the most of the paranormal activity happens in some of the suite rooms, the ballroom, the pool, and especially the engine room. Here's my thing about ghosts and stuff like that. I'm not going to say that I 100% believe it, but I think... but now I don't play with it. I don't play with Ouija boards or any of that stuff. I think when you mess with that stuff, you're asking for trouble. But I enjoy the stories. And, I think of ghosts and paranormal very similar to what I think of like UFO stuff, where most of it I don't believe. 90% of it I don't believe it. Okay. Most of it I don't believe, but there are the stories where you're like, okay, what was that? Okay, what was that? And I did have a weird experience in the engine room. So just go back and look at my channel and you'll see a video like my ghostly experience in the engine room. So I don't know what that was. That could have been something. But all I know is that I was walking around the ship alone at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I tried to visit all the active spots and I didn't see anything. So I've never really witnessed anything personally, but if I saw it, I'm open to it, but I'm kind of skeptical, but I enjoy it. I'm like 50-50 on it. Does that make sense? Did I miss a super chat? I think I did. Yes, I did. Jack, I'm sorry. 5, thank you so much. The HMS Victoria is the only vertical shipwreck in the world, and there are some pictures of the wreck and the sinking. Okay, HMS Victoria. Thank you, Jack, and I'm sorry I missed your question earlier. HMS Victoria. I will definitely go back and take a look at that, man, and thank you so much for the 5. I'll definitely research that. Thank you, Kyle. Arash 2, thank you so much. Can you do a video on the Bismarck? I'm absolutely going to cover the Bismarck. Do not worry about that. I'm going to do the Bismarck and the hood in the same video. Talk about that whole story. Thank you for the 2, man. Chris 5, thank you so much. Why did the Olympic never get the more noticeable upgrades of her sisters, like the enclosed promenade, or the children playing room? Also, very funny. Honestly, here's the thing to remember. Oh, the Olympic did get some pretty significant upgrades, and she did get the Cafe Parisien at some point, I believe. But it's easier to make changes to ships when they're being built. That's why they were able to make some significant changes to Britannic following the Titanic disaster, was because the Britannic was still being built. So the Olympic did get some pretty substantial upgrades throughout her career. As far as why more specific upgrades like the enclosed promenade, I'm not really sure. But it's a good question, though. But as I said, I think most changes are easier to make while a ship is under construction. Thank you so much for the 5, Chris. If anybody has more information about that, please let me know. Kevin 5, thank you so much. Sending you a super chat so you can buy a matching wall plate light switch. You guys absolutely love the whole light jokes, don't you? Hey, let me show you guys this real quick. I think we're catching up on the super chats. Yeah, okay, we are. So I have a second. But one of my favorite, I'm very old school with like how I like to, hang on. I love these. Every time I go to IKEA, I like to get these. Like they look like lamps, but they're just for candles and stuff like that. But I love these. I think these are so cool. My house has like a old school charm to it, and I love it. I love these kind of things. Thank you so much for Kevin. Thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you for the 5, man. Whew, I need a drink. I've been talking so much. Give me just a second, guys. I'm getting a drink. I am so happy I was able to find mochas. I think there's a mocha shortage going on right now. Okay. Any mocha on me? No, we're good. Okay. Let's see here. Kara, thank you so much for the 5. Your videos are fantastic. Would you ever do a video about the Big 4? Absolutely. I am definitely going to talk about the Big 4. And every time somebody mentions the Big 4, for those of you who don't know, the Big 4 was a series of ships, and they were very popular at the time. And let me think here. The Big 4, I always have to challenge myself to remember these. The Baltic, the Adriatic, the Celtic, and the Cedric. Baltic, Adriatic, Celtic, and Cedric. Did I get those right? Let me know in the chat if I got all those right. I always have to think about those 4 ships because I don't. Baltic, Adriatic, Celtic, and the Cedric. I believe I got those right. Let me know, guys, in the chat. Did I get all those ships right? Are those all the Big 4? I believe I got all those right. But yeah, absolutely. Wait, who was that chap? Kara, thank you so much for the 5. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to do a video series on those. Emily, Owen, yes. All right, finally, all right. We are caught up on the super chats. Woohoo! I can actually see we're all caught up. All right, Tina, Kara, yes. Jake, you got the Big 4 names right. Yes. Woohoo! I got them right. Celtic, Cedric, Baltic, Adriatic. It's a Baltic, Adriatic, Celtic, and Cedric. Yeah, the Celtic and Cedric, I get those mixed up sometimes. I'm like, I think I said them right. I'm not sure, but what is it with you guys and turning off lights? Ozzy, Rosie is going to turn off your lights. Rosie is sound asleep. Maritime history. High historic travels. Titanic sank 2:20 a.m. Ship's time or Atlantic time? It was ship's time, but you have to think that the time zones back then weren't exactly. They weren't as set as they were now, I believe. I believe they didn't they change them like 45 minutes every night or something like that? I'm not an expert on all that, but I believe that the Titanic was 2 hours ahead of New York time at the time of the sinking, and then you also have to take into account daylight savings. So with daylight savings, you've got a 1 hour difference. So when Titanic hit the iceberg at 11:40, was it? It was 10:40 or 10:40 in New York City. I think it was like that. It's something like that. All right, something like that. Plas, hi Sam. Did the Titanic start sinking much quicker when the water flooded the bow of the ship because of the weight of the water? No. You see, that's a common thing. Water does not increase the weight of a ship. It decreases buoyancy. So, but what you have to understand, when the water was coming in, initially during the sinking, during the initial parts, the Titanic had a slight list to port, okay? That's due to the weight from the 300 tons of coal more moved from the starboard to the port side. So then when the water started to come in on the starboard side, the Titanic leveled out or evened out because the weight of the water coming in briefly matched the weight of the coal displaced. And then the Titanic slowly began to take on a starboard list, but because of the weight of the coal on the port side, the Titanic never capsized because ships usually capsize. And then as the water continued to flood around the ship, water has an easier time flowing inside the Titanic's port side than starboard due to Scotland Road, which is a long corridor that spans the length of the ship, or a good chunk of the length. So it's like the water kind of spread around and moved around a bit. And then when the water reached Scotland Road, it's like the Titanic began to level out a bit. And then eventually it started to roll over to port. Now that's also due to the D-deck gangway door as well. And a good question is, once Scotland Road flooded and the D-deck gangway door went over, you would think the Titanic would capsize to port then. Because it's got water coming in on the port side more, you've got the 300 tons of coal. And the only reason I can think the Titanic did not capsize even then is because maybe the water had already flooded so much of the Titanic's starboard side that a bit of an equilibrium was reached, keeping the ship more or less stable. And then as the final plunge began, the Titanic was still listing to port. And then right as soon as the bridge was going under, it seems like the Titanic leveled out again. Like the ship leveled out and then started to sink more or less stable again. And then when this happened, the water is coming over the bridge. The Titanic briefly, for some reason, actually started to rise for a second. Like I'm talking maybe 5 or 10 seconds. The bow of the Titanic actually began to climb up briefly. And this was noted on by several survivors. They said the bow started to lift just a little bit. And then she just began to drop like a rock. So where'd that lift come from? The only thing that I can think of is that when the Titanic rolled back and it evened out again, I think it may have shifted some of the water inside of the ship, thus creating new air pockets within the ship, thus allowing the Titanic to have momentary lift. And then once the ship stopped rocking and then it started to sink level again, the water quickly rushed back into those new air pockets, and then she just began to drop like a rock. So interesting stuff, though. The Titanic is really just one of the most freak sinkings, if you really think about it, because she didn't capsize and all this stuff happened. I mean, the Titanic is definitely very, very, very unique. I mean, look at the Britannic. I mean, the Britannic nearly rolled over completely on her side, Britannic completely went down sideways. And I believe the Lusitania had some degree of listing. Well, the Lusitania had a major list. What am I saying? Lusitania had a major list. So crazy stuff. Let's see. All right, guys, we've hit the 1 hour mark. So I'm actually going to go ahead and start getting ready to wrap up the live stream, but we will take a few more questions. And if anything else is going on, you guys want to yak about, because we got a pretty good audience and the chat's been popping tonight. Kim, did the reverse polarity make the Titanic turn into the iceberg when it was, hang on. Oh, there's a 2. Hang on, did I miss a 2? Oh, the Epic Dog again, $2. Thank you so much. Can you do a video about the White Star SS, the SS Vidic? Let's see here. Hang on. SS. I'm not familiar with it. Let's see here. This ship. I've never heard of this ship before. It was an ocean liner for the White Star Line built in 1917 by Harlan and Wolff. Interesting. I've never heard of this ship, but it looks really cool. 1917? Did I read that right? It only has 1 funnel. I think that's very interesting. I will definitely look into this, the Epic Dogs. Thank you so much for the 2, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Boom, copy, paste. I don't know anything about it, but I will definitely research it. Excuse me. But yeah, I will definitely look into that. Let's see. Mama, visit Bismarck wreck, please, Sam. How on earth am I supposed to do that? The Bismarck, isn't it, what, 4 miles underwater? How on earth am I supposed to visit the Bismarck? Let's see. If I ever get a chance to do a deep ocean dive, I would like to go see Titanic, please. But yeah, Bismarck has a very interesting story with the whole thing with it in the hood. I'm definitely going to do a video on it. Let's see. Titanic Kid Productions. Hey, Sam, why do you think the Olympic never got the children's player? And keep up the good work, love your videos. I'm not really sure. Somebody else asked me about that as well, but I'm sure there was some kind of a daycare or something on board, because you got to think that there were kids on board the Olympics. So there had to be something. Maybe it just wasn't a big deal or something. But plus, scuba dive to the Lusitania. I would absolutely love to do that someday. But isn't the Lusitania a very dangerous dive? Christopher, 10. Thank you so much. Oh, no. Oh, no. I can see I haven't read the whole question yet, but as soon as I see could Harry Potter, I have a bad feeling. Okay. Could Harry Potter have stopped the sinking of the Titanic? What spell would he have used? We, Chris and Liz, had too much vodka Skittles tonight. Hello from England. Okay. Okay, the only thing... Let's see. Could Harry Potter and Hermione and all of them have stopped the Titanic from sinking? The only way that I think they could do that is if every wizard in Hogwarts, Witcher wizard, all came together and they all aimed their wands at Titanic and yelled, Wingardium Leviosa, boom, and then lifted the Titanic. The Titanic is starting to sink. They Wingardium Leviosa, they pull the bow, make it vertical, and then lift the ship out of the water. And then the spell goes wrong, and the Titanic continues to lift, and then it flies into space and flies away. Oh, no. I really got too into that. Holy crap, I got so into that. I got carried away with that. Greg, Christopher, that is so funny. Lol, ha, ha, ha. Holy cow. Yeah, I got a little carried away there, didn't I? I'm a bit of a jokester. In case you guys can't tell, I definitely do pull jokes. I definitely do pull jokes. Great question, by the way. Thank you so much for the 10. Jim, $10. Thank you so much. Hi, Sam. I finally got here. Welcome, Jim. I guess it's better late than never. Jim, thank you for the 10, and thank you so much for joining this live stream, man. I appreciate you being here. All right, everybody. So I'm going to get ready to close out the live stream. Would you guys like to see Rosie, or maybe would you guys like to take a ocean liner challenge again? Maybe I ask you guys some questions before I go and see if you guys can tell me the answer, or would you guys just like to see Rosie? What would you guys like to do? Would you like to see Rosie or do a Titanic questionnaire? What would you guys like to do? Victoria, would you ever ride Amtrak again? Yeah, I probably will eventually. Rosie, yes. So you guys, yes. Quiz, Rosie, yes. Okay, hang on a second. Let's do this. Here, hang on. Let's do this. Create a poll. I'm going to create a poll real quick. See Rosie or a Titanic quiz. Let's see here. I'm gonna have you guys vote. Rosie, Titanic quiz, or both. There we go. All right. Ask my community. Ask away. You guys do the questions. You guys do the poll topic. Do the poll topic. Josh, 5. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for the sticker, and I'm waving to you. Let's see. Rosie, 24%. Titanic quiz, 35%. Both, 41%. 85 votes. Okay, it looks like both is going to be the winner. So, oh, wait. Titanic quiz is at 39%. So, Titanic quiz. So, you guys don't want to do both? Really? And you guys don't want to see Rosie? Really? That's shocking. So, only a Titanic quiz. Okay, Titanic quiz and both are at 38%. All right, let's whichever one gets 40%, I'm going to close out the quiz. Titanic quiz or both is at 38%. Both is at 39%. Needs one more percent, and then that will be the winner. Can we get it to 40%? One more question. That's all we need. We need one more answer on both, and that will be the winner. Now Titanic quiz is catching up. I feel like I'm a horse race person. I'm sitting there going, all right, he's taking the lead. He's moving forward. Okay. Titanic quiz 39. I think I might just end it here and let's just do both. Let's just do both real quick. All right, we're going to go ahead and do, I'll show you guys Rosie, and then we will also do a Titanic quiz. That was fun. All right, hang on, guys. Let me go check on her. Let me see what she's doing. Oh, my gosh. Rosie, you are absolutely... All right, so I do have some beef jerky, and I was just going to do that, but Rosie, she's way too comfortable. Like, seriously, she is way too comfortable. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. Okay. Rosie, your fans want to see you again. Do you want to be seen? Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Rosie. There you are. Rosie, say hi to everybody. She had a big walk today, so she's tired. She is tired. Hi, Rosie. Rosie, are you completely out? Listen, we have every day I take her on a pretty big walk, and then she just collapses. And this is my spot. Okay, this is where I sit on this couch. Like, do you see? There's proof. Here's my Xbox controller, and here's my my volume, like my remotes and stuff like that from my TV, and she's right here. Of course, she has to lay in my spot. She has to lay where I like to sit. I mean, she's got this whole couch. She's got all this room, and she has to sit there. So she's an absolute mess. She is an absolute mess. But I love her. I love that dog. There we go. Okay. All right. And I do believe I saw a super chat earlier. Puppy. Hi, Rosie. Okay. I don't want to miss a super chat. I really do believe I saw a super chat. Hang on. HMHS Britannic, $2. Thank you. Hello. I love your videos. Thank you so much, man. And I did see your super chat. Jim, wow, she's really tucking in. Rosie is a mess. I mean, she's just my baby. Brick, good choice on console. I love Xbox. I love Halo. All right. So let's see here. Let's do a couple of Titanic questions tonight. Let's start off with something easy. What, and I'm sure everybody's going to get this one in 2 seconds. I want you guys to tell me who was in one question. Okay, so to get this question right, you have to name all 4 of these people. I'm going to ask you guys 4 people, and I want you to name each of those people in one question. So you need 4 lines of text and have all 4 questions, all 4 names in this to get the question right. First one wins. I want to know who was the captain of the Titanic, who was the builder of the Titanic, who was on board the ship, who was the Titanic's designer, who was on board. And then I also want the names of Titanic's first officer and second officer. Go. Those are all 4 that I want. In one question, in one text. You can't just say one person. You have to have all 4 of them in one question. So the Titanic's captain, the designer on board, and the first officer and second officer. I need all those. Boom. James got it. Smith, Andrews, Lightoller, and Murdoch. Got it. James is the winner. Good job, James. Christopher, you were just a couple of seconds too late in maritime history. Just a little too late. Man, there they all come. There they all come. Man, you guys are good. Wow. Man, you guys really know your Titanic history. I am so impressed. I am so impressed. Okay, this one isn't Titanic, but let's see who gets it right. Who was the captain? All right, so I'm going to ask you for 2 captains here and just put them both in the same question. I want the captain of the Britannic and the captain of the Lusitania at the time of her sinking. Who were those the 2 captains? The captain of the Britannic, the captain of the Lusitania. Who were they? Captain of Britannic, captain of Lusitania at the time of the sinking. Bartlett and Turner, maritime history. He got it. Nice. Very Jack Sparrow. Very, very, very nice. I am very impressed. Okay. Which of the Titanic's passengers gave the following quote? Okay. So which of the Titanic's passengers said what I am about to say? We are dressed in our best and are prepared to go down as gentlemen. Who said that? Who was the Titanic's passenger who said that? We are dressed in our best and are prepared to go down as gentlemen. Lamp? Question mark. No, that's not it. Guggenheim. Agents got it. Agent 1991. Benjamin Guggenheim. Good job, Agent. Agent's the only one there. Nice. Good job. The band, Guggenheim. Good job. Okay, Olivia, $2. Thank you so much. Do a video about the great laptops thinking of 2021. Believe it or not, I'm actually planning to do that. I am actually planning to do a video about the great laptop disaster. So I have some ideas for that. So just stand by. Okay, let me think a minute. Who was the famous Titanic couple who they offered the wife to get into a lifeboat, but she refused to leave her husband? And she said, we have been together for 40 years. And where you go, I go. Don't argue with me. Who was that? Who was the couple? Who was the couple? Name both of them. Name their complete first and last names. Who was the couple whose wife refused to leave them? Brandon, you got it. Isidore and Ida Strauss from Benjamin. Good job. We got a winner. We got a winner. Man, you guys are good. I am so impressed here. I am so impressed. Holy cow. You guys really know your stuff. You guys really know your stuff. I am very impressed. Okay, this one's going to be kind of challenging. Can you guys name both of the lookouts in the Titanic's crow's nest at the time of the iceberg impact? What were the names of both of the Titanic's lookouts in the crow's nest at the time of the impact? Who was that? Who was what were the name of the two men in the crow's nest during the Titanic's iceberg impact? Frederick Fleet and Reginald Lee from Benjamin again. Very good. All right. Last question of the evening, and then we're going to close everything out. This is the last question of the evening for all the marbles. What was the name of the only first-class child to die in the sinking of the Titanic? What was the name of the only first-class child to die in the sinking of the Titanic? Let's see how long it takes. Let's see here. Oh no. Come on. Let's see here. What was the name of the only first class? Lorraine Allison. Boomy. Dummy Games got it. Lorraine Allison. Man, you guys are on par. Lamp, question mark. Yeah, Lorraine Allison was the only first class child to die in the sinking. And funny story about that, there is actually a rumor that Lorraine Allison made it to collapsible A. There's a rumor. It's not verified or anything. But for those of you who don't know, Lorraine Allison's got a very crazy story because the Allison family was on board the Titanic, and it was Lorraine and her younger brother. The younger brother was taken by the nanny and went straight to a lifeboat during the beginning of the sinking. And then the parents spent the whole rest of the sinking searching the Titanic for the baby, not knowing that baby was already with the nanny in a lifeboat and gone. So then by the time that they were like, okay, we have to save our daughter, all the lifeboats were gone. And the only lifeboats left were collapsible A and B at the front of the ship. Now, the story is, and I don't know if it's true, that Lorraine Allison and her mother made it to collapsible A. There's a story. But now, collapsible A, located by the Titanic's first funnel on the starboard side, you see, they pushed it down from the officers' quarters down to the deck right before the final plunge began. And Murdoch and them tried to tie this boat to the lifeboats, to the Titanic's davits. But then the Titanic began to drop. So this lifeboat was still tied to the davits, and the Titanic started to drag collapsible A with it. So I've heard two different stories. I've heard a story that an officer shot the ropes or that another officer cut the ropes with a knife. Either way, so the story is that Lorraine Allison and her mother were in this lifeboat, but when they cut those ropes free and the lifeboat suddenly became buoyant, the lifeboat was dragged down pretty deep at this point, and the lifeboat shot up out of the water because it was suddenly buoyant and threw half of the occupants into the water. So it's theorized that Lorraine Allison may have been in that boat and was thrown into the water when this lifeboat semi-flipped. So they don't know what happened to her. You know, that's the story. As I said, I don't know if it's true or not, but that's the possibility of what happened to Lorraine Allison. All right, everybody. Well, hey, this was a great live stream. Man, you guys were on fire tonight. This was awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and close it out here. Wow, we're almost an hour and 20 minutes. Holy cow. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning into the live stream tonight. This was a ton of fun. I might be able to get another live stream in this week. I'm not sure, but on occasion, I may do 2 live streams a week because that was a lot of fun doing that surprise live stream. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. Everybody who did the video ideas, thank you. Everybody in the chat, thank you. Everybody who did super chats, thank you. You guys are awesome. And as I said, guys, I could not do this without all your support. You guys, the support you all give means more than you guys could ever know. All right, everybody. Well, hey, stay tuned for the next official episode of Historic Travels. That will be on the Mary Celeste. And all of you guys have a great evening, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good evening, everybody. And the next confirmed live stream is definitely going to be on Sunday at 7:30 Eastern time, but there may be another one squeezed in there if I have time for it. All right, everybody. Well, hey, you all have a good evening, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and Steve, thank you for the 5. I see it, man. Thank you so much, man. You all have a good evening. And have a good evening. Thank you all so much for tuning in.